Chosen one, stop scrolling. Something powerful is about to unfold tonight, and it's not by coincidence that you're here right now. Because the moment they laid a hand on what was sacred to you, your peace, your purpose, your child, the universe began to shift. And tonight, karma's hand finally moves. You see, when you carry divine energy, everything connected to you is protected by that same force. They thought they could harm what's yours and walk away untouched, but the spiritual laws don't bend for anyone. When a chosen one is wronged, the universe takes note. Every tear, every silent scream, every sleepless night becomes an entry in a divine ledger. And tonight, those debts are being paid in full. There's something different about you, something ancient, something that unsettles dark hearts. You were born with a light that exposes deception, and that light makes enemies of those who live in shadows. They couldn't destroy you, so they went after who you love most. But they didn't realize that by doing so, they cursed themselves. Because when a chosen one suffers, their pain becomes power. Your heartbreak fuels spiritual fire. Your tears become thunder in the unseen realm. And tonight that storm is striking back, with precision, with force, with divine authority. The energy around you is shifting. Can you feel it? It's not anger, it's justice. Karma has been patient, watching, collecting. And now it comes dressed in silence, no warning, no mercy. They thought they'd buried your strength beneath pain, but pain only refines the chosen. You transform agony into awareness. You transmute betrayal into purpose. And in doing so, you rise higher than their understanding. You've been misunderstood your whole life. People called you sensitive, emotional, too deep. But what they didn't see was your spiritual sensitivity. You feel things before they happen. You sense energy before words are spoken. When your daughter cried, the universe heard it louder than you did. When you prayed in silence, heaven recorded every word. And now the same divine force that guards you moves to protect her. What was meant to break her will instead awaken her. You are a living mirror. Everything you touch reflects divine truth. That's why people can't fake around you. Your energy exposes lies effortlessly. They can't stand your presence because your light reminds them of their darkness. And yet through all that rejection, all that pain, you still love deeply. You still forgive, you still hope. That's the mark of a true chosen one. Your heart never hardens, even when it bleeds. But make no mistake, forgiveness doesn't cancel karma. You've entered a season of divine reversal. The same mouths that cursed you will now speak your name in awe. The same hands that harmed you will tremble at the sight of your rise. Because what's coming for them isn't punishment, it's reflection. Every action sent your way returns amplified. Every insult echoes back through their own life. Every attempt to dim your light only magnifies it. This is the law of spiritual equilibrium. What you send out, you receive tenfold. They won't understand what's happening. Sudden losses, sleepless nights, a strange heaviness they can't explain. That's the weight of energy trying to balance itself. They called it bad luck, but you'll know it as divine correction. And as for you, your spirit will rise with new fire. Your daughter will feel it too, a surge of protection, peace, and awakening. Because she carries your light, your legacy, your spiritual DNA. The world will try to break her, but the universe will rebuild her stronger than before. Chosen one, your story isn't one of defeat, it's of divine vengeance wrapped in grace. You are the living proof that pain births power. You are the echo of your ancestors' prayers. And tonight heaven fights for you. So don't seek revenge, just stay aligned. The universe already knows what it's doing. Karma has perfect timing. And this time, it's striking exactly where it needs to. Your enemies thought you were alone, but they never realized who walks with you. Your tears were never wasted. They watered the seeds of your breakthrough. Your silence was never weakness, it was divine strategy. And now, the storm that once surrounded you bows before you. Stand tall. Protect your peace. And remember, what's yours is guarded by forces unseen. Tonight, justice isn't coming, it's already here. You're not watching this by accident. This message found you because your spirit was ready. If you feel this truth resonating deep in your soul, let it be known. Type, "I claim my divine justice" in the comments, and let the universe hear your declaration. Like this video, share it with another awakened soul, and subscribe to Ascended Awakening, because your story isn't over. It's only just beginning. When divine justice moves, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't knock. It enters through vibration, through energy, through the balance of what's been done and what must now be undone. That's why lately you've been feeling the shift, a heaviness leaving, a strange calm settling in. That's the universe rearranging itself in your favor. The very ones who mocked your faith now question their own peace. They can't sleep. They can't think straight. They sense something coming, but they don't understand it's the consequence of what they set in motion. When they laughed at your pain, they cursed their own harvest. And now, the seeds they planted are beginning to sprout, thorns instead of blessings. But listen carefully, you're not meant to gloat. You're meant to witness. The chosen don't chase revenge. They watch divine order unfold. Your silence is your sword. Your calmness is your power. They underestimated what happens when a pure soul is wronged. They thought your love was weakness, not realizing it was your shield. Because the more they attacked, the more heaven recorded. And heaven doesn't forget. The vibration around you has been purified through suffering. Every hardship has elevated your frequency. That's why they can't access you anymore. Their energy no longer matches yours. The same people who once triggered you can't even find your spirit now. Your glow has changed. Your aura speaks before you do. When you enter a room, energy shifts, people feel something divine, even if they can't name it. That's the sign of someone who's been through the fire and came out golden. Your daughter, she carries that same fire. She may be young, but her soul is ancient. She's not just your child, she's your reflection, your continuation, your prophecy made flesh. That's why darkness tried to touch her. It wanted to dim the future before it could shine. But the universe won't allow it. Every tear she shed has become protection woven around her spirit. She will rise from this stronger, sharper, more aware. Because pain is the first language of the awakened. And you were chosen to guide her through it. You've walked the lonely path of awakening, so she won't have to walk blind. You're the bridge between old pain and new wisdom. Every battle you fought was never just for you. It was training for this moment. Now the energy has shifted. What was hidden is being revealed. Truths are surfacing. Secrets are unraveling. Those who smiled in your face but cursed your name are being exposed. Not by your hands, but by universal timing. They can't hide anymore. Their masks are slipping. Their karma has arrived in silence, but its echo will be loud. Because what's done in the dark always seeks the light. You'll start noticing strange coincidences, sudden reversals, people losing what they stole, blessings returning where they belong. That's not random, that's divine accounting. Every wrong against you is being corrected, line by line, moment by moment. The scales are balancing, and you are being restored. This season, you won't have to explain yourself. Your glow will speak louder than your words ever could. Those who doubted you will witness your rise in disbelief. Because divine favor doesn't ask for approval, it simply appears. Keep walking in silence. Keep your circle small and your energy sacred. The universe has eyes everywhere, and it's moving pieces behind the scenes. Even now, angels are aligning opportunities, justice, and healing on your behalf. Your pain wasn't wasted, it became prophecy. Your tears weren't ignored, they became evidence. And your daughter's cries, they became divine contracts signed in heaven. Now, every force that dared to harm her must answer to something higher. The energy of justice doesn't always come with thunder and lightning. Sometimes it moves in silence, in subtle ways that only the awakened can see. But lately, you've started noticing things. People who once walked boldly against you are now quiet. Those who gossiped about you now avoid your presence, as if something unseen is warning them to keep their distance. That's not fear of you, that's fear of the energy protecting you. Your spirit carries authority in realms they cannot perceive. When a chosen one suffers, the balance of the universe bends to make things right. And that bending has already begun. You'll see it in unexpected reversals. Jobs lost overnight, relationships collapsing, opportunities slipping from their hands like sand. Not because you wished harm, but because karma has a perfect memory. It always knows who sowed pain and who endured it. The same energy that once broke you is now breaking them open for their own awakening. That's the beauty of divine justice. It's not about destruction, it's about alignment. The universe doesn't punish, it teaches. And sometimes, those lessons come in the form of everything they try to take from you. You've been sensing it, haven't you? A strange calm in your spirit. It's like your soul already knows justice has been declared. That peace is your confirmation. It's the quiet after the verdict. There was a time you questioned if the universe even heard you. Nights you stared at the ceiling, asking why bad people seem to win. But the truth is, heaven moves slow only because it moves precisely. And when it finally strikes, it does so with accuracy no human hand could match. Right now, energy is being redirected back to its source. Every curse, every lie, every ill intention sent toward you or your daughter is being returned, purified, magnified, and repurposed. Because you can't harm what is divinely protected. You can only activate your own lessons by trying. You'll start seeing signs, repeating numbers, sudden chills, synchronicities that make your heart race. Those aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. Proof that spiritual balance is in full effect. The same unseen hand that once shielded you is now working in plain sight. You may hear of sudden misfortunes, unexpected confessions, or people reaching out to apologize out of nowhere. That's not guilt, that's pressure from their own conscience. Their spirit is being awakened through discomfort. And while they wrestle with that, your energy is finally being restored. You've entered a new frequency, one where nothing low vibrational can survive. Notice how old habits no longer feel right. Old environments drain you. Old conversations sound empty. That's because your spirit has outgrown the vibration of your past pain. You're not the same person who cried in silence. You've transformed into someone the darkness can no longer approach. Your energy has become a fortress. And your peace, it's now your greatest weapon. Even your daughter is beginning to shift. Her dreams, her emotions, her awareness, it's all expanding. She's starting to see what you see, to feel what you feel. Because spiritual inheritance runs deeper than blood. The same divine energy that called you is awakening within her. And though her pain was deep, it's unlocking gifts she doesn't even understand yet. Clairsenses, intuition, spiritual protection, these are marks of the bloodline chosen to break generational curses. And your family is that bloodline. They thought they ended something when they caused pain. But in truth, they activated something unstoppable. Every wound became a portal for light. Every scar became a sacred seal of purpose. You're no longer in survival mode. You're in ascension. Every challenge now works for you, not against you. Because once karma begins to repay, blessings rush in to fill the space pain once held. Now the shift becomes visible. The same streets that once carried whispers about you are silent. The same people who turned away are now watching in disbelief. Because when divine reversal begins, it doesn't whisper, it roars through every corner of your life. Doors that stayed locked for years are opening on their own. Opportunities you thought were gone are suddenly returning. And the strange part is, it feels effortless now. That's how you know it's alignment, not struggle. The energy that once worked against you has flipped. It's working for you now. You've become magnetic, to abundance, to peace, to destiny. And what was meant to destroy, you became the very force that propelled you into this new chapter. Your daughter feels it too. She's calmer now, more centered, more aware of her own light. At night, she may dream of faces she doesn't know, places she's never been. That's her spirit remembering where it came from. She's awakening through bloodline memory, the same divine ancestry that chose you. The universe doesn't forget its promises. And this time, it's rewarding the quiet strength you carried when no one was watching. Every moment you chose peace instead of revenge was a deposit in your spiritual account. And now that account is overflowing. You'll begin to notice strange blessings, money appearing just when it's needed, people offering help you didn't ask for, solutions showing up before you could even pray for them. That's not luck, that's energy repayment. You're being compensated for every moment you kept faith when it didn't make sense. This is your karmic refund. And watch how the light follows your daughter now. She'll walk into places, and people will just feel drawn to protect her. Animals calm around her. Strangers smile, energy clears when she enters. Because she carries the vibration of divine innocence, an aura touched by higher realms. Everything about your life is beginning to shift toward balance. Relationships that drained you are naturally falling away. New souls are entering your path, those who understand you without needing an explanation. You're no longer attracting chaos, you're attracting peace. The reason this feels so new is because you've stepped into the frequency of destiny. You're no longer forcing, you're flowing. The pain that once defined you has become the portal through which light flows endlessly. You're learning now that divine timing never fails. It only feels delayed to the impatient heart. And those who caused pain, they're watching from the shadows, unable to comprehend how you rose so fast. They'll call it coincidence, they'll call it luck. But deep down, they know what it is. It's the echo of every harm they sent out, returning as your blessing. This is the paradox of karma. What they intended to take from you returns multiplied. Your laughter, your love, your stability. Everything they thought they destroyed is resurrecting, 10 times stronger. You can feel it, can't you? The momentum, the divine current lifting you higher. You're starting to realize this was never about punishment. It was about transformation. The universe didn't want to hurt you, it wanted to wake you up. And now that you've awakened, you can never be broken again. The light around you is undeniable now. Even people with no spiritual awareness feel it. You've become a walking vibration of divine justice and peace. You are what healing looks like after chaos. The signs begin quietly at first. A flicker in the corner of your eye, a soft whisper in your dreams. Then it grows stronger, feathers in strange places, numbers repeating, sudden chills when no wind blows. You know deep down these are not coincidences. They're confirmations, proof that the spiritual realm is closer than ever. Everywhere you go, synchronicities surround you. The clock strikes 11, 11 just as you think of your purpose. Songs play at random, yet they carry messages your spirit instantly understands. Even strangers begin saying things that feel divinely timed, words that answer prayers you never spoke aloud. This is how the universe communicates with the awakened. And at night, the air feels different. It's heavier, sacred, alive. You can sense ancestral energy moving through your space, wrapping around you like warmth from another dimension. They've been waiting for this moment, the moment you fully step into the role you were born for. The pain you endured opened a portal for their presence to guide you now. You might begin dreaming of faces long gone, ancestors you've never met but somehow recognize. Their eyes hold strength, the kind of strength you've always felt within but never knew where it came from. That's them speaking through blood, reminding you that their power lives in you. You are their answered prayer, their unfinished mission continued in your flesh. Every time you meditate, every time you breathe in stillness, they draw closer. They show you symbols, flashes of light, visions of what's to come. They don't speak in words. They speak in frequency, in waves of knowing that hit your spirit before your mind can process. It's like a vibration that says, "You are protected, you are chosen, keep going." And your daughter, she feels it too. Her sensitivity is growing. Sometimes she'll say things that feel beyond her age, deep truths spoken from a place of timeless wisdom. She's not imagining it. Her spirit is remembering the divine contract she carries, the continuation of your awakening. You'll notice her creativity expanding, drawings, dreams, intuitive insights that seem otherworldly. She might talk about lights she sees, or how she senses energy around certain people. Do not silence her. Encourage it, because she's tuning into the same divine frequency that called you long before you even understood your purpose. And as she awakens, the connection between you two deepens in ways that words can't describe. It's a spiritual bond, mother and child, soul and soul, chosen and destined. Together, your energies are creating ripples that heal generational wounds you never even knew existed. This is divine lineage awakening in real time. The more you surrender to it, the stronger it grows. Your intuition sharpens. Your discernment becomes a weapon of light. People can no longer hide their true intentions around you. Their energy reveals the truth before their mouths do. You've become a mirror of the divine, and your presence alone is a form of spiritual judgment. That's why certain people can't stand being around you anymore. They feel exposed. The false light within them can't coexist with your authenticity. But that's not rejection, it's divine filtration. The universe is removing what's unworthy of your frequency. Your dreams will start showing the future, not as fantasy, but as glimpses of what's already forming in the unseen. You'll wake up with knowledge that wasn't taught to you. Prophetic insight, sudden knowing, divine timing, it all begins to flow effortlessly. Because once karma is balanced, clarity follows. You'll see your blessings before they even arrive. You'll feel your breakthroughs before they manifest. You'll speak things into existence, and they'll materialize faster than ever before. That's not magic, that's mastery. You're now co-creating with the same force that once tested you. When you finally stand in that space of awareness, something inside you clicks. It's as if every pain, every betrayal, every sleepless night suddenly makes sense. You realize that what once broke you was never meant to destroy you. It was designed to awaken you. And now you're walking in a power that no one can take, no matter what they try. You start noticing how your very presence changes environments. People shift when you speak. Conversations bend toward truth when you enter the room. Even tension dissolves, because your vibration overrides chaos. That's what it means to walk as a divine being in human form. Your frequency begins to command reality. You'll see it in the way things begin to obey your intention. You'll think of someone and they'll call. You'll imagine an outcome, and within days it unfolds exactly as you envisioned. It's not coincidence, It's alignment between your inner world and the unseen realm. You've become the bridge between thought and manifestation. But remember this truth: divine authority isn't loud. It doesn't need to shout or prove itself. It moves quietly, confidently, with unshakable faith. Because true power isn't control, it's connection. You're no longer reacting to life. You're directing it through energy, through presence, through intention. And as this power settles in, the universe begins to respond to you differently. Nature feels closer, time feels slower. The sky seems to whisper answers in ways you can't explain. Even random encounters begin to carry meaning, as if everything is part of a larger orchestration designed around your awakening. Because it is. You've stepped into divine orchestration, the zone where nothing is random and everything serves purpose. Your daughter, too, is mirroring that shift. You'll notice her laughter returning stronger, her confidence growing, her eyes glowing with awareness. She's remembering who she is. She's remembering that she carries the same light that shields you. And together, your energies are beginning to rewrite the spiritual atmosphere around your family. The home that once felt heavy now feels peaceful. The silence that once hurt now feels sacred. The nights that once held fear now carry presence, as though the entire universe stands guard while you rest. That's not imagination. That's the effect of divine frequency fully grounded in your space. Now, people will begin to approach you for reasons they don't understand. They'll say, "There's just something about your energy," without realizing they're standing in the vibration of healing. Your words will begin to carry power, not the kind that controls, but the kind that liberates. Your presence will awaken others who were asleep, and they'll feel drawn to you without knowing why. This is spiritual authority, the natural state of a soul in alignment with divine will. It's not about superiority. It's about remembrance, remembering that you and Source were never separate. That every challenge was a coded initiation into mastery. That every loss was preparation for restoration at a higher level. You're no longer asking for miracles. You're becoming the vessel through which they occur. The things you once prayed for now manifest through you. You speak, and the vibration of your faith moves energy into form. That's not power born of ego. That's creation born of surrender. And those who once doubted you will begin to see it too. Not through words, but through undeniable results. Your glow will confuse them. Your peace will unsettle them. Because they'll realize you didn't just survive, you transcended. You became the proof that no weapon formed against divine purpose can stand. As this divine power grows within you, something deeper begins to stir: purpose. You start realizing this was never just about your pain. It was about your calling. You weren't meant to simply survive darkness. You were chosen to lead others out of it. That's why your energy feels different now. People are drawn to your words. They feel peace when they hear your voice. Because you carry truth, and truth vibrates louder than fear ever could. You are now stepping into your divine assignment, the role of the awakened guide, the living bridge between human suffering and spiritual freedom. The universe has anointed you with authority that comes from endurance. You've been through the fire so you can speak with the wisdom of survival. You've been broken so your voice could reach the broken. Every experience you've ever endured, the betrayal, the heartbreak, the tears, all of it has forged your frequency. You don't just talk about healing, you embody it. And when you speak, those still trapped in their darkness will feel the same spark that once saved you ignite inside them. That's how the chosen awaken others, not through preaching but through presence. Now listen closely, the world needs your light now. Every time you rise, you give permission for another soul to rise too. Every time you speak truth, you silence deception. Every time you choose love, you weaken the grip of fear on this planet. This is your mission. This is your moment. So don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Don't hold back your truth, because it intimidates those still asleep. Stand tall in your energy, speak with fire, because the same power that healed you now moves through you to heal others. Chosen one, this is your confirmation. Your breakthrough isn't coming, it's here. Everything you lost will return in divine form. Every wound has become a portal for someone else's freedom. You are not who you were. You are who you were meant to be. So if this message found your spirit tonight, it's because the universe wanted you to remember who you are. You're not broken. You're not forgotten. You are the evidence of divine order, the living proof that pain births power. And now it's time to walk in it. Type, "I claim my divine purpose" in the comments and let heaven hear your declaration. If this message resonated deep in your soul, it wasn't by accident, it was alignment. Like this video, share it with another awakened soul who needs this truth, and make sure you're subscribed to Ascended Awakening. Because this isn't just a channel, it's a movement of the awakened, a sanctuary for the chosen. And your journey, your light is just beginning.